Hi, guys. This is Carol with Create Your Future, and I am here today to share two success stories. One is a personal story, and the other one is a short success story from one of the clients that purchased my course. And when she sent her feedback, and like her thoughts on the course, she actually sent in that she manifested her SB back. So the first story that I wanted to share with you, the first success story that I wanted to share with you, was based on my promo video for my course. I had mentioned that that I manifested a date with my person, with my SB. And the reason why that day was so important to me was because, I mean, this happens to a lot of people. We get into daily patterns of a lot of, you're working and the kids and, going to school, and there was so much going on for weeks and weeks and weeks, and sometimes we don't realize that we have all these thoughts in autopilot. And I realized that for several months, we've been just so caught up with work that we were not, spending the romantic time, or just, doing just things with each other and having romantic dates. It was more like just the routine stuff. And then a few days before I manifested that, I started to notice that I wasn't feeling so good about, how everything was going, where, we would just get home and just, be our separate ways, working with, the work and the kids. And so I realized that I wanted to kind of reconnect. I wanted to have that moment, and I wanted to test myself, and I wanted to, you know, um, intend and create something specific in my mind, and I did it, and it was very important to me, of course, because and this is why I feel that sharing this is important. I have no idea how I manifested this or feeling this way. I have no idea how I manifested feeling like we're drifting apart, or I manifested him showing up in my reality as too busy, or not having enough time to go out or to do things, or not wanting to spend time, or I have no clue whatsoever how I manifested this. And of course, there's a lot of you out there that, and this is, I get this from a lot of the calls and my sessions, that I just, people don't have an idea on how they manifest things. How is it that I manifested this happening? And it tends to create a little bit of fear, because when you're thinking, it's like, okay, so if I don't know how I manifested this, then I'm not aware of my thoughts, then I'm not aware of my subconscious thoughts, then I am afraid of what I'm going to manifest next. So the way that I go about situations like this, it starts from your self-concept. It starts from you knowing and understanding who you are in your own reality. And when you have a strong self-concept of your God self, that I am in charge, I am in control, then when you see the 3D and you see the things that, are other in your outer world, even though you don't like them, it is easier to just hold yourself accountable for it, and just have this self-talk when you say, okay, I don't know how this happened. I have no idea how I manifested this. However, I did it, and I can change it, because I am the only one with the power to change this and to shift this into what I want to see instead. Now, the way that I go about, going in there, the thoughts that created this to happen, if I am not aware of it from the get-go, if I am not, whenever something that I don't like manifests, if I cannot pinpoint right off the bat how I manifested that, I don't go back and try to figure it out. I don't go back and try to, what thoughts or feelings may have caused this, what did I do or say, what may have happened. To me, that is, it's counterproductive. to try to go back and figure out how you manifested something that you don't like. Now, if I manifest something that I don't like and I can easily pinpoint like, oh yeah, I know how I did that, which it happens to me a lot. I can see, like, I definitely can see how that happened. Then by all means, you deal with it. The process is the same, whether you know how you manifested something or not. The process of changing it and getting what you want, it's still the same. It is still the same. How is it the same? You bring it in to your God state, you bring it into your concept of self and to that power that you have inside, and you ask yourself, what do I want to see instead of that? What is it that I want to experience instead of that? What do I want to bring into my experience? And you become that person who's already experiencing that with your affirmations, with your mental diet. So in my case, what I did was I started affirming that that we go out on a date and that I am super excited that he plans out the perfect date. So I went in my head, right? And I started affirming that I am taken out on this perfect, amazing date. I feel the butterflies. I have an amazing time. We connect. We connect. We love each other. We have the best time. And I just started affirming the actual scene, the picture of the date in itself. We always have time for each other. I started affirming that we always make time for each other. I started affirming that this relationship is so important to both of us. I affirmed that we have the best time and therefore we want to have a lot more dates to come. So I just started working on that. And the thing is that when I decided that this is what I wanted to manifest, of course, I want to say maybe like 8, 9 days after that, I just kept seeing the same thing of the old stuff, the busy guy coming home, tired guy. And I took that as my cue to affirm what I wanted to experience. And every time he would come home, tired, too busy, do work at home, I would just go in and think of my experience. We spend time together. Our time is gold. The time that we spend together is so important to both of us. We go out on dates. We are constantly going out. He takes me out on this perfect date that he planned out all by himself because he knows what I love and he loves to make me happy. And I just started going in there. I even picked out what I was going to wear. So I just had it there. Like when I would open my closet, it would be there as a reminder of that's what I was going to wear. And yes, like you saw in the other video, with a few days later, he woke up. We were just, talking in the morning, and he said, "You know what? Just I want you to get ready, and I want you to, get all pretty up because I want to take you out on a date tonight." So it just happened like this. I mean, I want to say maybe like the day before he came home exhausted and tired. So he literally just woke up that morning and he said, "Let's go out on a date." And the date was exactly as I had planned it. It was beautiful. It was magical. It was perfect. And when he said that, I'm like, I'm going to push this a little further. Let's push this a little further. I am going to intend that he wears a specific outfit, and I'm going to intend that he takes me to this specific restaurant. So the outfit thing was actually a done deal, like in a matter of minutes, because I started intending that he wears a specific outfit. He actually said to me, "I'm going to run errands and then I'm going to come pick you up so we can go." Okay, perfect. So he got ready and he was wearing the outfit that I had intended him to wear. However, I just started intending that tonight, because this is my experience, this date is my experience in my quantum bubble. So it's all to do with me and my experience in my bubble. So I just decided that tonight I am going to eat in this particular restaurant. Tonight I'm going to have I am going to have the best time with my SB in this particular restaurant. I am going to have the best time and I am going to eat this. I am going to order this and the lighting is going to be perfect, but this is all about me and my experience, and I could actually just savor the food because I love that place, and I was in there already, right? So he called me and he said, "Okay, are you ready? Because it's going to be a long drive because we're going to this particular restaurant." So I manifested the restaurant where I wanted to go as well, which was a little far from where we live. That's why I tested myself, because I felt that was a long shot. So, yes, and everything was exactly like I wanted it to happen. It was perfect. And then after that, because I just kept intending that we spend so much time together, that our time is valuable, that our time is important to both of us. It after that I manifested like two more dates, and I continue telling myself that. I continue telling myself that our relationship is amazing. I continue telling myself that we spend time together, that we are so important to each other. But I make it about we. I make it about our relationship. I make it about how I want to experience this relationship. And I make it about myself and how I want to feel in this relationship. It's all self concept. It's all about understanding how you want to feel in it, how you want to experience this relationship, and affirming it from the knowing that what I decide to experience in my inner world, that is exactly what is going to reflect back in my outer world. But it starts with you, right? So this is how I manifested that. And I hope that you guys try it and manifest all the dates in the world and everything that you want, because the process is the same. And now I want to read this feedback that I got from one of the clients that purchased the course, which, by the way, I want to thank all of you who have purchased the course and has taken the time to give feedback. Thank you so much for the feedback. This means a lot to me. All of us here at Create Your Future, we put our hearts and soul into all these courses. And when we get the feedback, we just feel so good that we're changing lives, that we are actually making an impact on all of you. So those of you that have taken the time to give me the feedback about my course on how to make them fall madly in love with you using everyone as you pushed out, I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate you taking the time to do that. And I am going to read this short feedback that I got. Okay, and it goes like this. Considering I am writing this email from my SB's bed, whom I have had no contact with since August before this week, I would say the course was a success. I very much enjoy the course. I decided to bend the old and focus on the new, and it has delivered. I used to feel that changing my beliefs and feeling my desire to be natural to me was the biggest obstacle in the world. But I have come to realize that powering through by doing the work blesses one with that faith, and here I am. I cannot believe I ever managed to do this so quickly, but I will just keep going now. The course absolutely met my expectations. I feel no stone was left unturned, and I just zoned into everything I was learning. I was so keen to get results. I focused and focused, and it worked. Things I never ever imagined him to say have been said to me tonight, and I am so grateful. Yes, I will take the course again in the future. I have learned so much, and I feel so happy for the first time in such a long time. I found that I didn't have a weird, restless feeling anymore in the day. I genuinely felt sort of an inner harmony, and things started to shift, and I want to keep this feeling. I absolutely would refer this course to people. My job in the daytime is heavily reliant upon helping others, and I see people in the worst of times of need. So whenever I meet someone and feel like they would get it, I will so refer them to Create Your Future. I do this a lot anyways. LOL. Thank you guys. You are amazing. So I am so happy for this client. She manifested her SB back. She hadn't spoken to him since August or March. So it's been several months that they hadn't spoken. And now she wrote this email from bed with her SB, and he is saying all the things that she wanted him to say. So again, one of the things that I go through in this course is changing yourself and working on everyone as you pushed out from the aspect of your self-concept, right? Understanding who you are and creating your experience from within, knowing that the experience that you create within will be pushed out in your 3D by law, right? And we do in the course, we do a 21-day challenge as well, where you create the relationship, you create your SB, you create yourself as a person who's experiencing your SB in this relationship. So it's a lot of inner work, and she did this, and I am so proud of you. Thank you so much for sharing this, and I hope you guys give yourself a chance to try this, like, try the course. There's a lot of other amazing courses out there, and they're there for you guys to just watch them and use them, and as many times as you need to. And we truly want you guys to get this and understand this, and create everything that you want, because it is possible. Each and every one of us, we are proof of that. And here you have another proof, right? This client actually took her time to share this with me, and I truly appreciate it. So, guys, thank you so much for listening and watching. And please subscribe. And if you're interested in the course, the information is on the description box below. And I will see you guys next time. I love you all. Thank you so much. Bye. See you guys later.